A very good morning, everyone. Myself, Shelly Patania, Assistant Professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry at ISF College of Pharmacy, Mocha. Continuing our ISFCP dialogue series, today I am going to talk about the role of medicinal chemist in pharmaceutical industry. These are the contents in which I am going to discuss about what is medicinal chemistry, the role of medicinal chemist then and now, some specific role of chemist in pharmaceutical industry. So let's begin with the introduction of the topic. As everyone knows that pharmaceutical industry, like any other industry, is a well-oiled machine where different components function simultaneously to give a desired product. And all these components must have professional from different branches of the pharmaceutical sciences. And one such important branch is the chemistry. It is no surprise that individuals with a background in the chemistry find themselves drawn to the industry based on the multitude of area of their expertise and knowledge. And one of the key components of any pharmaceutical industry is the discovery and development of safe and efficacious drugs for the treatment of disease. Although the financial constraint to limit the industry from pursuing the drug discovery and development project, but the companies which have an active drug discovery R&D, they are the most profiteering companies in the world. And if you think about the top pharma companies, you would realize that every companies have drug discovery based R&D department. And in the center of any drug discovery R&D, there lies a medicinal chemist. It is said that in a normal drug discovery process, around 10,000 molecules enter the clinical trials after the validation for the safe and efficacious use in humans, and out of those only 1 to 5 molecules come out as a drug which are then formulated. So you can realize that this means around 10,000 medicinal chemists are needed to provide enough lead molecules for biologists and formulation scientists to develop a single drug. This clearly highlights a need for an increase in academic setup and the number of medicinal chemists trained. Now, it is very important to differentiate between an organic chemist, a bioinformatician, and a medicinal chemist. So let us understand one by one. First, an organic chemist. What do you mean by an organic chemist? Specifically, the organic chemists are the experts in synthesizing molecules. They are expert in developing synthetic schemes. They improve the yield. They develop shorter route for synthesizing a product, etc. Simply, we can say that the organic chemists are indulged in the synthesis of the molecules. However, they are not concerned with the drug-like aspects of a drug. Not often, but generally they are not concerned whether the synthesized product have any pharmacological use. Similarly, if we talk about the bioinformatician or bioinformatic expert, they generally focus on developing and utilizing code and program to handle data of biological macromolecules like proteins and drugs. They are not usually familiar with the basic consideration about a biological target or focusing on one class of molecules over another. Whereas a medicinal chemist is able to utilize computational experiment or knowledge-based conclusion to identify the most suitable molecule for the further consideration. A medicinal chemist is also familiar with the synthesis of the molecules. They are able to synthesize the specific molecule and to do initial screening to validate it as a lead, which could be further optimized on the basis of biological result. A medicinal chemist is also expected to understand the biology. He understands the mechanism behind the pharmacological action of a drug and therefore they must be familiar with the full spectrum of assay they need in their design. So, before understanding the role of medicinal chemist, let us first understand what actually medicinal chemistry means. As we know that chemistry has long been an integral part of the pharmaceutical industry and remains an important capability, relying on both purely synthetic molecules and natural product as a source of lead compound. Moreover, the medicinal chemistry is a specialization that involves the creation and refinement of molecules for the purpose of creating or improving drugs. The output of medicinal chemistry would be drug-like agents that can further go for testing for their ability, either for the preclinical trials or the clinical trials, to ward off or reduce the disease symptom. These drug-like molecules then further refinement on the basis of pharmacodynamics and pharmacokinetics experiment. After their refinement, the other scientific teams determine the safest and efficient ways to deliver the drug to a patient system. It then submitted for FDA approval and launched in the market. And to see while other areas of pharmaceutical chemistry focus on the analysis and testing of molecules, medicinal chemists concentrate primarily on the design and initial validation of molecule as bioactive functionality. Obviously, they also collaborate with a team of scientists that include biologists, toxicologists, pharmacologists to analyze, create, and test the new drug products. So, coming to the set skills that are required in the field of medicinal chemistry. Becoming a medicinal chemist, they are required a specialized training that is quite different from the field of synthetic organic chemistry. Of course, successful professionals in this field also need a strong background in organic chemistry, biology, critical thinking abilities, and a suite of technical skill. So here, some of the fundamental skills and abilities are enlisted which should be represented in a successful medicinal chemist. The first, a medicinal chemist must have ability to design and execute the experiment. The medicinal chemist have profound knowledge of various designing tools and computational approaches. He must have ability to handle the drug designing tools. The medicinal chemist must have ability to synthesize, purify, and identify designed compounds. They must have ability to analyze the data in context of their designed molecules. The medicinal chemist must also have ability to use the scientific models to explorate their research outputs and determine the further optimization in their work. In general, they must have ability to conduct research and stay abreast of industry advancement. The medicinal chemist must also have critical thinking skills to solve issues and explore novel drugs in development method. They must have effective communication. They must communicate their research output in the form of publication, patent, etc. And this is one of the key drawbacks in the young researcher nowadays. Last but not the least, the project and the time management. This is very, very important. Every medicinal chemistry project must have clear defined time framework to achieve their desired goals. And if any failure is there in the project, there should be timely modified. So all the skills that are enlisted here that are related to the scientific thinking But the ways a medicinal chemist communicate, collaborate, and handle problem, they are equally important. Actually, medicinal chemistry is a field of application, and in the field of medicinal chemistry, a researcher too many times suffers from the failures. And if the compound they develop is not found enough potent, the work is not appreciated. So therefore, a medicinal chemist need a resilience and mental strength also. Now, let us discuss the role of the medicinal chemist then and now. As we know that currently in every pharmaceutical industry, there is a need for the development of new chemical entities, and the need is very high nowadays. And this constant changing in the R&D department, the role of the medicinal chemist was also changed. Earlier, about 25 to 45 years ago, the task of medicinal chemist was different in some way from those of a chemist today. And the example of successful project from that era was the development of the anti-inflammatory agent piroxicam. At that time, the medicinal chemist and a pharmacologist counterpart were the main drivers of the research program. It to accommodate the need for testing in whole animals by the pharmacologist. At that time, the medicinal chemist had only a few tools like infrared spectroscopy, ultraviolet spectroscopy, some chromatography technique to assist with compound characterization and purification. Overall, the outsourcing was rare at the time. All the tasks, including bulk synthesis, toxicological testing, analog synthesis, were done in house. Also, the data generated from the test models were compiled, analyzed, and displayed by hand in the form of charts and graphs. Searching for the literature or for the relevant information involved the handling of bound volumes taken individually from the library itself. Small companies tend to rely on informal communication and timelines, and this was often the case in the smaller pharmaceutical industry at that time. Overall, we can say that at that time, the process of drug discovery was slow and operated from a relatively small knowledge base. But if we see at current status, we have observed a lot of changes. Although the medicinal chemists today face many of the same tasks and challenges, but today's medicinal chemists have ample of resources. They have much wider range of tools to overcome the numerous hurdles in the drug discovery process. Now they are better and well equipped. And these tools include advances in synthetic, analytical, and purification technology, such as transition metal catalyzed, carbon-carbon bond forming reaction, high field NMR, high performance liquid chromatography, etc. They are also well equipped with computer assisted literature, data retrieval, and analysis. Additionally, two powerful technology have put numbers on the chemist side, and these two powerful technology include combinatorial chemistry and high throughput screening. The combinatorial chemistry allows chemists to generate rational, focused library of compounds in a fraction of time, and this was absent earlier. The development of high throughput screening of large sample collection, including the design library, has also produced marked decrease in the time and money required to identify compounds that hit a specific biological target. However, many companies are struggling to triage the number of screening hits to viable lead compounds that can support a successful drug discovery project. But depending on the place of the work, medicinal chemists can design, synthesize, and purify library themselves or hand over the final synthesis step to a group of specialists. Another advancement which has come up is the use of structure-based drug designing. And this new advancement helps a medicinal chemist a lot. These techniques allows the medicinal chemist to design new compounds by directly visualizing the interaction of a lead compound with the target protein. And the successful example from the new era of drug discovery is the kinase inhibitor imatinib. There are many more. So we can say that today's medicinal chemist is a part of team that handle essential all the components of the drug discovery process. For this, they need excellent communication and interpersonal skill in order to be able to function effectively as a part of multifunctional and multidimensional project team that consists of biologists, computational chemists, structural biologists, high throughput screeners, cheminformatics scientists, information management technologists, toxicologists, etc. So, for better understanding the role of the medicinal chemist, let us take it through each part of the drug discovery process. As everyone aware of the drug discovery process, as it includes different steps like target identification, target validation, lead generation, lead optimization, then clinical trials, and then FDA approval, and then finally the product launch into the market. So what is the role of the medicinal chemist in the drug discovery process? As the target identification and the target validation is the initial part of the drug discovery, and it is one of the critical component of the drug discovery. So here the medicinal chemist play a larger role. Here the chemist has been to provide a novel compound as a pharmacological probes. You should know that probes are the initial class of molecules that are specific targeted against a biological target, and they are studied to find out that whether the inhibitors are effective against a novel biological target or not. And in the sense, here is the duty of the medicinal chemist, which validate the fact that the probes are equally potent or not. The medicinal chemist also use many synthetic approaches, used diversity-oriented synthesis as a tool to direct synthetic chemistry efforts to develop a new class of molecules against new target. Another step of drug discovery after the identification of target and validation is the lead identification and the validation. And here, the role of the medicinal chemist is to provide screening parameters like high throughput screening, high content screening, fragment based screening, or phenotypic screening. Nowadays, company also focus or provide a significant effort on improving the quality, diversity, and size of their corporate screening collection, because it is the tremendous challenge of deciding what to synthesize, and all this challenge lies on the medicinal chemist. And to this end, the chemist should be familiar with the contemporary structure-based drug designing technique, protein structure, and their associated privilege structure. They should be familiar with the techniques like virtual ligand screening, etc. They must also be fully cognizant with the other approaches to add useful compounds to the screening set, and the interplay with the related drug discovery disciplines such as pragnomics and fragment-based drug discovery. The medicinal chemist at this stage should also be aware of similar concepts like drug-like and lead-like structure, which represent chemical scaffold having highest probability of being translated from hit to lead and subsequently drug candidate. The medicinal chemist also need to be able to fully utilize microwave chemistry, as the ability of microwave chemistry to improve productivity in the pharmaceutical laboratory is well known. In addition, the optimization and utilization of parallel synthesis in the microwave will also provide a significant boost to the chemist's ability to deliver large number of compounds in a timely manner. So once the hits are identified from high throughput screening or the other sources, the medicinal chemist may become involved in hit to lead study where hits from screen are effectively priced and closely scrutinized for ability to serve as full-blown lead compounds. Today's medicinal chemists need to be aware of these enabling tools. They should be aware of the off-target effect of the compound, as the majority of practicing medicinal chemists are now thoroughly acquainted with the need to avoid compounds that interact with HER channels, etc. So they must be familiar with the possible metabolic hotspot on molecules and with ways to modify them in order to alleviate or eliminate the problem. The contemporary medicinal chemist must be technology savvy and comfortable with all aspects of data integration and management. For example, he or she must be able to manipulate, analyze, and make sense of huge amounts of their data in context of their work, whether it be high throughput screening, hit to lead, structure activity relationship, pharmacokinetic, in vivo pharmacological activity, or structure toxicity relationship. So, till now, this is the role of the medicinal chemist in the drug discovery process. Apart from this, the chemist also play a key role in the technical section of the pharmaceutical industry, and you find that chemists occupying various positions in the pharmaceutical industry such as laboratory analyst, quality assurance manager, quality control manager, and production chemist. So let us study one by one their role in different technical section of industry. So first is the role of the chemist in quality control. The role of the chemist is here to ensure the good laboratory practices must be followed to ensure the quality of the product. The medicinal chemist or the chemist must provide document procedure for handling and performing all the activities, including the testing of product. They must maintain and validate and qualified all the equipment used in the conducting various quality control activities, followed by the regular and scheduled calibration of equipment. It is the duty of the chemist that they must verify all the procedures that are utilized in the analysis of the product, and they must also validate the in-house protocols for the material as well as for the analysis of product. Next is the role of chemist in process control. The chemist have an active role in the production process. They verified and confirmed the status of materials and equipment before commencement of production. They also take help in dispensing of materials and compounding processes. The another role of chemist is in product analysis department, either as a chemist or analyst in quality control. It is the responsibility of the chemist to analyze the product using the approved procedure specified in the product monograph. The analysis could be performed either by the wet chemistry protocols or by the instrumental analysis like UV or etc. That depends upon the specified method. To analyze the product, the various tests are carried out, such as identity test for active ingredient, color determination, pH determination, determination of preservatives, potency test, etc. So a chemist should be aware of all the tests required in the analysis of the product. Here is the another role of chemist, that is in vendor audit and approval. And this is a teamwork where chemists in the company have an important role. The chemist can audit new and old suppliers and can write the report, as because the chemists are able to review the quality and integrity of the raw material or the chemicals. So he must have an idea to decide that which vendor is preferred, so they can make recommendation to the management for the vendor approval or the disapproval, and they can carry out periodic vendor performance appraisal. The role of the chemist in R&D. This role of chemist in R&D I have already discussed in the drug discovery program in detail. However, the chemist is also expected to play a key role in the formulation unit of R&D. They can assist in modifying the polymers and can help in analyzing the stability and purity study of the formulation product. The another role of chemist is in documentation part. It is a part of regulatory requirement that the chemist or chemistry related professional who head the quality control department can have to maintain the documentation, and this documentation include specification and sampling procedure, test procedure and records including test worksheet or laboratory notebooks, test reports and or quality certificates, validation record of test methods, procedure for and records of calibration of instrument, procedure for and record of the maintenance of the equipment. All this documentation is also the duty of the chemist in pharmaceutical industry. So these are some of the role of the chemist in different section of the pharmaceutical industry. So in the end, I would like to summarize that medicinal chemistry is utmost important for the pharmaceutical industry, and it is the engine that drives the other components of a pharmaceutical industry. Trained professionals of medicinal chemistry are critical for drug development as well as for formulation development. And as we have seen the critical role of the medicinal chemist in the drug discovery process, so this highlight a critical need to nurture the budding research student in this field. Although the successes are hard to come by in medicinal chemistry research, but they are very high yielding for pharmaceutical industry, and therefore the role of medicinal chemist should be more appreciated. So with this, the segment of my topic is covered, and my another colleague will continue our dialogue series. So thank you everyone. I hope you like the lecture or the talk, and take care. Thank you.